Hi everyone, welcome to episode 24 of the Crafty Yarn podcast. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha.
So we didn't film last week because we have adopted a dog. So we'll pop in a picture of him. His name is Buddy and he's a Labrador cross. So we have been settling him in. We've had him for 5 days now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's our new co-host.
He is.
Yes. So we have finally finished our Gooseberry Fools, which is quite exciting.
It is really exciting.
This is out of the Delicious Crochet Shawls book by Lisa Cook. I am really thrilled with mine. I think it looks gorgeous. Yeah, so we finished the border and now it's got all the tassels that go all around the end and then the same on the back, the tassels. So I'm really, really pleased to finish that and have it finished and be able to wear it. And it was a great fun make, wasn't it? Once I got into the swing of the bobbles.
It was quite quick, really, once we actually got stuck into it.
That's
right.
right.
We were only
yeah.
working on it like a couple of times a week.
True. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I would make another one.
I think it would be very practical for going out on dog walks.
Oh, true. Yes. Yes.
And here's my finished one. And I just love this. I really love the colour of the yarn.
It's very nice.
Yeah. So I'm really pleased to have that finished. I'm in quite a bit of a finishing kick at the moment. And it's really good to just get things off the books.
It is, I agree. Yeah.
So I finished the summer fruit pudding shawl that I was working on. So this has been such a fun make and I've just really enjoyed working on it because, as I was saying to you the other day, like, I like something that challenges you but it's not too hard that you can't work on it in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And this has just been such a fun project. So this is what it looks like here. So my stitch marker was here. So I've worked all of that on the shawl and I've done the border, which was 5 rows around, and it is quite a long way all the way around. So the yarn that I used was the Pattern Isle Artistry 4-ply, and it was like a purpley mixed colour. And then I actually ran out of yarn before doing the final round on the border. So I've just used a plain navy 4-ply yarn on for the last row of the border. But I actually think that it was really good to do that. Like, I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't run out of yarn, but I actually think it looks better.
I agree. It just sort of frames it. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. So I just loved working on this, and as you'll see, I've actually started another one. But yeah, so I'm hoping that Mum's going to make one as well.
Yeah, probably not this year. But maybe next year.
Because I do really like 4-ply shawls because they're lightweight enough for us to wear.
True. We haven't actually made one of that shape before, so it'd be interesting to see what it's like to wear.
I think I might need to put a button on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my third and final finished project for this week is another shawl. So this is my Amsterdam shawl. So if you remember, quite a few weeks ago I decided that I was going to unpick mine because I wasn't happy with the drape on it. And so I've started it and finished it since last episode. So I ended up going up to 6mm hook, and I'm actually a very loose crocheter, and this is only 8-ply yarn, so that is a big hook.
It is actually, yes.
Yeah. So it's got this lovely sort of like mesh border all the way around it.
I love the border. I think it looks really pretty.
I agree. I think it looks really nice. And it's been hanging on the back of a chair for a little while, and every time Mum looks at it, she says, "Oh, I love the border on it." So I'm really pleased with this, and I think that it's a really good size. It's not too big, but it's big enough that you can wrap it around your neck.
Yeah. I think it's going to be lovely to wear, that one.
I agree.
So the bulk of my time has been spent working on my Vanna cardigan, which is this one here, out of the Crochet Gifts magazine. It is actually quite slow growing. I have done a lot of rows. The last time my stitch marker was there, and so I've done all the way down to there. I tried it against one of my mum's cardigans the other day, and it's actually quite strange because that's the front panel there and then that's the back panel there, but it's actually not particularly wide. So when I measured against her cardigan, I'm actually going to have to do another 30 rows, which is quite sad. But yeah, otherwise it's just not going to be big enough. Due to these things, I'm probably not going to get it finished in time for my mum for Mother's Day, which is a bit sad, but because I have to do another 30 rows and then I have to do the other front and the sleeves, so I think it's probably unrealistic to get it finished by then. But it's actually quite strange how the back is not that big, but yet in the pattern, like when you look at the book, it's actually a very loose fitting cardigan, and it does have quite a lot of positive ease in it. Yeah, it's from the back there. There's an awful lot of positive ease in there. So based on the number of rows I did, I'm really not sure how you get that to look like that. So I have quite a bit more work to do on it, sadly. But I am happy with it, and it is coming along nicely, but it's actually, you need a lot of rows in the back too.
But the back isn't that much bigger than the front.
Well, it's not. That's the thing. Yeah, because when you hold the two together.
And you've done a few rows past what you...
Yeah, I've started on my 30 rows, but yeah, I can't quite work it out, but oh well, I'll just have to do another 30 rows, but yeah, it's strange.
So I received the extra yarn that I ordered to work on my dad's cardigan, so I have finished all of the pieces now. So from here up I've done on the sleeves, so that was the second sleeve. And then I've made the 2 pockets that go on the front. So they're just sort of little patch pockets.
They look cute, don't they?
They do, I really like them. So now I just need to block all of the pieces, and I want to do that before I sew it together just because I want to grow it a little bit widthways. So I'm going to do that and then sew it all together and then crochet the band, just because I don't want to crochet the band just in case by the time I've blocked it the amount of rows that it says doesn't fit onto the neckline.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think possibly it needs to be opened out a bit more too, doesn't it? The stitches are quite sort of...
They are. Yeah. Like, when you sort of just stretch it a little bit, it looks a lot better.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I mentioned that I started another summer fruit pudding because I loved it so much. So this is the yarn that I'm using. It's one that I've had in my stash for quite a while from Bendigo Woolen Mills. And it was a limited edition yarn that they did, and it had merino, nylon and a little bit of silk in it. It's the same yarn that I used for the Heidi wrap that I made for Mum last year. And I haven't really known what to do with it, but I thought that a plain version of the pattern would be really nice because you'd be able to see the details a lot more. So I started this last night.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
It is. It's just... It looks really... I mean, I love my other one, but it does look really nice when you can see all of the details in it.
It does, yeah.
It alternates sections with shell stitches and just like a filet section.
That's stunning. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be making that one.
I've done a little bit of work on my Amsterdam shawl. I just had one more row to go, and then I've put the row along the top, which is just some chains, which I think just finishes off the top quite nicely. I started my border before Caitlin's, but mine just does not look as good as hers. I think because I am quite a tight crocheter, but it just doesn't look at all like Caitlin's. It's very flat and I don't like it. So I'm thinking that I may have to go up 1, maybe 2 hook sizes to get that sort of nice open look, because it just looks really closed and really strange. Like even if I pull it out a little bit, it's not. It just doesn't look as pretty as yours.
I think the problem is I do my chains very loosely because I do them quite quickly, so they just end up really loose, whereas you sort of do each one as like one stitch.
Yes, well.
As opposed to I just, you know, do them.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why mine are often so much looser.
In this instance, though, I think that they do need to be looser because it really looks terrible. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to have to pull that back and start again with a bigger hook, I think.
I could do it for you.
Well, you could, I suppose.
My nice loose chains.
Yeah, because it just spoils it, doesn't it? It just doesn't look as pretty as yours does, and the border really needs to look nice and open. So yes, sadly, I'll have to change that. It is hard when you're a tight crocheter, isn't it? Because you just, I don't know. I cannot crochet loosely because I like that sort of structure of the tight stitches.
But it's also the way that you hold your yarn doesn't allow it to flow through very freely.
Okay.
So I've done a little bit of work on my Ciao shawl that I'm knitting. So my stitch marker is here. So done, it's probably about 20 rows. Doesn't look like it, but so I'm on the middle section now, which is quite long, and then you move on to the decrease section. But I am really enjoying working on this. It looks a lot more complex than what it actually is.
Very pretty, isn't it? Really pretty.
And I think that it's actually going to be a really versatile thing. It reminds me a lot of the Sophie scarf.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
It is.
Yes, knitting certainly grows a lot slower than crochet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've both started our Little Drops of Wonderful, which is a pattern by Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful. It is such a cute pattern, isn't it? And it's been quite fun to work on. We've just sort of done the top section. It's actually going to be huge, but I think that's actually going to be really nice. Yeah. So this was just using a cotton from Lincraft. And in the end, we decided to use a 4mm hook because we thought that gave a nice stitch definition. So,
yeah. And this is the way mine is looking. They look so weird at the moment.
They do.
They look a little bit like sort of witches' hats.
Actually, they do. Yes. Yeah.
But we're really enjoying working on them. We just sort of do a couple of rows together at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
I think that they are going to be quite big though.
I think so too. Yes. But I think that's a good thing.
I agree.
Well, there are 3 different sizes. There's sort of a small, medium and large. I think ours is going to be, well, ours is definitely going to be on the large side.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we hope that you've enjoyed seeing everything that we've been working on.
Yes, one thing that we have noticed with Buddy is he is a yarn thief. I think that he actually maybe likes yarn more than we do.
Oh, I think he does. He certainly likes it more than he likes his toys.
Yes, which is a bit of a problem when you live in a yarny household.
We're having to put it all up in high places.
Yes, yes. So until next time, happy crafting.